We are going to start with animal tissues now. There are four principal types of animal tissues. They are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue and nervous tissue. You take an example of any animal, whether you talk about a human being or an elephant or any other animal, you will always find that there are four main types of tissues present in its body. Okay, so now we will start with the first type of principal tissue, epithelial tissue. Now let us define what is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is the one that covers the body surface, that covers most of the body organs, forms internal linings of body cavity and forms major parts of glands. Okay, so see, this particular tissue is going to cover your body surface in the form of skin. It is also going to cover all your body organs. You take an example of any organ. Let us take an example of an eye or your intestine or stomach. You will always find that each and every organ in the body is covered by the membrane of epithelial tissue. Then it is also going to form the internal linings of body cavity. We know that our body is hollow inside. So that body cavity, that fluid filled space is lined with epithelial tissue. And we have many glands in our body. For example, salivary glands secrete saliva, sweat glands are there, sebaceous glands are there. The ducts of all these glands are made up of epithelial tissue. So a tissue which is going to constitute any of these is referred as epithelial tissue. Now, when I talk about its occurrence, yes, just now I told you that it has, it is going to cover the body surface, inner body lining, ducts of glands. Plus, it is also going to form endothelium. What is endothelium? The walls of blood vessels is, they are referred as endothelium. The blood vessels are arteries, veins and capillaries. Okay, so when you talk about their walls, you will find that the epithelial tissue is involved in the formation of those walls and they are referred as endothelium. Okay, then the tissue is also present in the alveoli, which are the sites of gaseous exchange. They are present in lungs, isn't it? So these many are the places where you will find epithelial tissue. Now coming to the very important part of epithelial tissue is regarding its features. Now, as you can see in the diagram, the cells of epithelial tissue are compactly arranged. They do not show presence of intercellular spaces. Okay, so this is one unique feature. And secondly, the cells are always going to rest on a basement membrane. It's a non-cellular membrane. It is not made up of cells. It is made up of certain secretions, certain substances secreted by epithelial cells. Okay, so these 2 points are very unique to epithelial tissue. And let us talk about the functions. Epithelial tissue is going to involve the process of secretion, absorption and protection. Now let us see how. We know that the ducts of glands are made up of epithelial tissue. Okay, and the main function of glands is to secrete something. For example, sweat glands will secrete sweat. So this secretion is possible because of epithelial tissue. That's why its main function is in secretion of various substances. You know that the process of digestion is completed in small intestine and the simple nutrients are then absorbed over there. So this absorption into the blood is possible because of a special kind of epithelial tissue present there in the walls of small intestine. Then as it is going to cover the entire body surface in the form of skin, it is going to protect us. Similarly, it is going to line the internal body cavity. It is going to cover the body organs. So basically, by covering each and every part of your body, it is actually going to provide protection to the whole body. So this is what all about features, definition, occurrence and functions of epithelial tissue. Now this epithelial tissue is sometimes referred as epithelium. Epithelium means sheet. As you can see that as the cells are compactly arranged, they are actually going to form a kind of sheet, okay, on your body surface, and that's why we always call epithelial tissue as epithelium. Okay, then the epithelial tissue has power of regeneration in a sense that the cells of the epithelial tissue will be able to divide. They will undergo the process of cell division, thereby replacing the worn out or damaged cells in the body. As we proceed for other tissues, you will find that the ability of cell division is lost by most of them, but epithelial tissue is going to show the ability of division of cells throughout the life. Okay, so thereby epithelial tissue will help in the process of repair. Okay, the damage, wear and tear mechanism damage is compensated by the epithelial tissue cells, that we can say. So yes, my dear students, thereby here we finish our video 1.